I have not been smoking. And it'd be weird how when I'm at the Talbot House and they say I'm positive, but I literally come here the next day after peeing at the Talbot House and I pee, clean. So I'm like, okay, that is confusing because I'm not smoking at all. So I don't know, why that keeps happening. And you told me, like, this is your last warning, like, you can't keep peeing dirty, and I have not. But it's only when I'm going to the Talbot House and I don't know what it is with their test or whatever.
Talking with the judge.
Well, I have not been physically smoking anything, especially due to my child. So I really cannot explain.
What's your due date?
I'm doing 3 days.
You're doing 3 days?
Alicia Marie Lee, Ms. Lee is before the court with her counsel, Ms. Chambers, Ms. Nicholson, on behalf of the state of Ohio. Ms. Lee, the attorney had filed a motion for intervention in lieu of conviction. So in a moment, you'll be asked to change your plea to guilty to the felony charge of the indictment. How old are you?
I just turned 24,
How far did you go in school?
12th grade.
Can you read and write?
Yes, sir.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
Has anyone promised you how the court would sentence you if you fail to complete ILC? Anybody make any promises to you?
No.
Has anyone threatened you in any way to get you to plead guilty against your will?
No.
Are you satisfied with the representation you've received from Ms. Chambers?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
No.
Do you take medication that interferes with your ability to understand what we're talking about?
No.
It says you're entering a plea of guilty to one count of aggravated possession of drugs, a felony of the 5th degree that carries a maximum penalty of 12 months in prison and a maximum fine of $2,500. The prison term is not mandatory. Do you understand the maximum penalty involved?
Yes, sir.
In addition to that maximum penalty, you're also subject to a discretionary period of post-release control. Are you okay?
A little bit.
What's that mean?
I'm just getting a little hot.
You can take your coat off if you'd like.
Thank you.
All right. In addition to the maximum penalties, you're also subject to a discretionary period of post-release control, which means if you are sent to prison on this felony, upon your release, the Adult Parole Authority may supervise you for up to 2 years. If you violate those rules of supervision, you can be returned to prison for up to 1/2 of this court's original sentence. If your violation is that you commit another felony, you can be returned to prison for 1 year or the period that you have left on PRC, whichever is longer. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And that time would run consecutive to any additional prison time that you get sentenced to. You all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I need you to stand up straight for me. You don't need leaning on the podium, okay? Stand up straight, show some respect.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Now, Ms. Nichols.
Your Honor, if this case had proceeded to trial, the state would have proven beyond a reasonable doubt about September 20th, 2024 in the city of Mason. The defendant was the passenger in a vehicle that was stopped for a license plate light violation. The defendant was the owner of that vehicle. She was the front seat passenger. There was a probable cause search conducted, and there was located a baggie that contained 0.7 grams of psilocybin. The defendant admitted that they were mushrooms and belonged to her.
Ms. Chambers, anything on those facts?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Lee, did you hear the statement that she read?
Yes, sir.
Do you admit and acknowledge that what she said is true?
Yes, sir.
And again, you understand all the rights you're giving up by entering a plea of guilty, the rights we just discussed.
Yes, sir.
What is your plea?
Guilty.
The court will make a finding that you've made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your constitutional rights that we've discussed, and the court will accept your plea of guilty. The court is going to grant your motion for intervention in lieu of conviction and order these proceedings stayed pending the completion of the terms of that supervision. So you'll be on ILC for up to 3 years, subject to the supervision of the Warren County Probation Department. You are ordered to refrain from the use of any drugs, alcohol, or marijuana. There is no THC permitted in any form. You are already in mental health counseling. You're also ordered to complete substance abuse counseling. And I'm telling you right now, it is my position that the THC, the marijuana that you're smoking or eating or whatever you're doing with it, it's not healthy for your mind, and it's not healthy for your addiction issues. So either you stop, you cannot use it, or you will be sanctioned. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
You've continued to use it while you've been on pretrial supervision, and I've let it slide. But now that you have pled guilty and are now under the supervision of the Warren County Probation Department, I'm not going to tolerate it any longer. You understand what I mean by sanction?
Yes, sir.
What do I mean by that?
And that I'm gonna have to do time.
You could. I mean, that could be the sanction, is that you serve some time in the Warren County Jail. And I will make sure that you stop using marijuana. Because it's not, I'm telling you, it's not good for you. Okay? All right. So, but you're going to continue with your mental health treatment. You're going to complete substance use disorder treatment as well. Ms. Nicholson, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank
Ms.
you.
Chambers?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You can do this, okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it right. Good luck to you. Alicia Lee. She is before me on an allegation of a probation violation, I'm sorry, an ILC violation. Officer, could you read that allegation for me, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Lee is in violation of ILC condition number 5, and that on July 8th of 2026, the defendant failed to comply with the direct order given to her by her probation officer by refusing to give her probation officer their cell phone during an office visit. ILC condition number 7, in that on June 22nd, 2026, the defendant submitted to a drug screen at Talbot House with positive results for oxy and marijuana. The defendant denied marijuana use and the sample was sent to the lab and confirmed positive. On June 30th, 2026, the defendant submitted to a drug screen at Talbot House with positive results for marijuana and denied use. The sample was sent to the lab and confirmed positive. On July 8th, 2026, the defendant verbally admitted to not taking their oxy prescription as prescribed. ILC condition number 13, in that on July 8th, 2026, the defendant has failed to comply with treatment at Talbot House by failing to attend and engage in appointments on a regular basis.
Do you have the funds to hire an attorney?
No.
You want me to appoint you one?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Laux is going to hand you a form. It's an affidavit of indigency that you need to sign for me, please. Ms. Lee, why should I let you remain out of custody? You don't seem to be understanding. You're testing positive. Was she confirmed positive for the meth as well?
There was no meth, I believe.
I'm sorry, oxy.
On the 22nd, all I have is that the defendant denied marijuana use and the sample was sent to the lab and confirmed positive. I'm not sure if the oxy is a prescription, I believe.
Okay, it seems to be there's some allegation that she's perhaps not taking that
Right,
per her prescription, right?
right.
Okay. Explain to me why I should not take you into custody. You understand what I'm asking you?
Yes.
You see the people that came in before you, they were all in custody. You are not. Why should I allow you to remain out of custody?
Because I will show up.
Well, you apparently don't understand. I told you back on January 8th of this year, absolutely under no circumstances were you to be using marijuana.
Yeah,
right?
I wasn't smoking.
I'm sorry, Miss Lee. It has now been, this is July, 6 months, and you're still testing positive for marijuana. That tells me that you're
I
still.
haven't been tested positive for marijuana.
You haven't been?
No.
What was the last test positive?
I believe on June 30th, the defendant submitted to a drug screen at Talbot House with positive results for marijuana use, marijuana and denied use. It was confirmed positive. So, June 30th.
So you say you're going to be negative today?
She was
Yes.
negative.
Did she test today?
I believe she was negative. Let me double check.
Did you test today?
Yes, sir.
She was negative today, Your Honor.
Well, good. See, you can do this. All right, Miss Lee, I'll allow you to remain free. We appointed you attorney, so get in contact with Mr. Newberger. We're going to set this for final hearing, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So does that mean like if I continue to pee clean, I won't have to do no time or anything?
Well, you got to follow the other orders too.
Well, yeah.
You're still at Talbot House doing treatment, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My last session with her is on the 11th of August.
Okay. When you finish your treatment, they'll notify your probation officer. Who's her supervising officer?
Officer Nelson, Your Honor.
All right. So when Officer Nelson, if you've complete everything and you continue to test negative, you were just placed. You got to wait at least a year on ILC. I think that's the minimum, isn't it, Officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. See, so if it looks like you're starting off good then. I'm not sure about this phone issue, but we'll talk about that next quarter, okay?
At this point, Alicia avoids custody after showing a negative drug test. But the judge makes one thing clear. Staying free depends on following every condition. She must continue treatment, remain drug-free, and obey probation orders. The court gives her another chance, but warns that future violations could bring serious consequences and
Talk about that
jail.
next quarter, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let you stay out though. I'm not gonna take you into custody.
Okay,
Keep following my orders, please.
I will, thank you.
Ms. Lee, step up to the podium, please. This is case number 25-CR42961, the State of Ohio versus Alicia Lee. Ms. Lee is before the court with her counsel, Mr. Newberger, Ms. Tranter, on behalf of the State of Ohio. We are here on a final ILC violation hearing. Mr. Newberger, does your client wish to have a hearing?
No, she admits.
Ms. Lee, you understand you are entitled to have a hearing?
Yes,
You wish to waive that hearing and admit to the violation?
yes.
All right. Ms. Lee, what's going on?
I'm not for sure.
You don't know what's going on? What seems to be the problem?
Well, based off the information that I've been told, again, like I was explaining to my PO, I have not been smoking. And it'd be weird how when I'm at the Talbot House and they say I'm positive, but I literally come here the next day after peeing at the Talbot House and I pee, clean. So I'm like, okay, that is confusing because I'm not smoking at all. So I don't know, why that keeps happening. Because I literally been peeing clean since the last time we had a conversation about it. And you told me, like, this is your last warning, like, you can't keep peeing dirty. And I have not. But it's only when I'm going to the Talbot House and I don't know what it is with their test or whatever.
What about the lab confirmation?
What,
We talked about
for the oxy?
both marijuana and oxymorphone. I don't
Well,
want to
I
interrupt
was-
you. Just keep talking with the judge.
Well, I have not been physically smoking anything, especially due to my child. So I really cannot explain.
What's your due date?
I'm doing 3 days.
You're doing 3 days? Do we have any records of her testing here?
Yes, Your Honor. It appears that she was positive January 7th of 2026. Admit to use February 6th, 2026 for THC. Admit to use. Positive for THC at Talbot House February 11th of this year. Positive on February 17th at Talbot House. March 9th. Negative at our office. However, it appears that her levels at Talbot House were 160 nanograms per milliliter. I believe that's below our testing level on our urine screens here without
What was the
sending
date
them.
of that test?
March 9th.
Has she had any positive tests since then?
Positive for THC at Talbot House March 10th. Came in to our office, test positive March 13th for THC. And then the next positive substance test was April 14th, 2026, positive for THC, for oxymorphone at Talbot House. And then April 29th, 2026, positive for THC at Talbot House. The next positive drug screen was June 17th, 2026, neuroxycodone. And then June 22nd, 2026, positive for THC and oxymorphone. And then positive for THC June 30th of this year.
Was there ever an occasion where she tested positive at, other than that one occasion back in, I think she said February, where she tested positive at treatment and negative here, other than that one time?
I believe moving forward after then, all of our drug tests here have been sent off to the lab for levels. So they test for a lower level than what
Okay, But she's still testing positive for THC?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Does that make sense? So there's only been one occasion when you were negative here and when you were positive at Talbot House, once. But since then, it looks like, are they still measuring for levels there?
Looks like she has been negative for the past, negative since that last positive substance test at the end of June.
Okay, so here we are, middle of August, so the last 6 weeks, she's been negative,
Yes.
right? We're making progress, right? Look, Ms. Lee, a couple of things, just my observations, okay? Number one, you're 8+ months pregnant, right? So you have an obligation, you owe an obligation to that child that you're carrying. Do you agree?
Yes.
Any drugs that are not specifically prescribed to you by your treating physician could hurt that child. Do you agree?
Yes.
That includes alcohol, that includes marijuana. And because you have a substance use disorder, I specifically prohibited you from using marijuana because it certainly isn't good for your child, but it's also not good for you. So here's what I'm gonna do today. I know that you're due, and I don't think that you want to be, after the baby's born, I don't think that you want to be separated from that child, right?
No.
My son just had a child, or his wife had a child, I should say, a month ago, and I think that would be devastating to have to be serving a jail sentence while you have an infant at home. Do you agree? All right, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt today. Despite this violation, I'm going to continue you on ILC because I think that's important for you moving forward, that you end up completing the intervention process and you get this case, this felony against you dismissed. That's the goal, right?
Yes.
You've got to be compliant though. So when your officer gives you an order and tells you, give me your phone, I'm going to look at your phone, I don't care what your personal opinion is. You give them the phone and you give them access to it. That's one of the rules, okay?
Okay.
The reason, we're not snooping into your private affairs. The reason is we're looking for signs that you may have relapsed. We're trying to catch it before it gets worse. That's why we have you drug test. It's not a gotcha moment. We're not trying to get you. We're trying to help you. So those are tools we use to hold you accountable so that you could live your life drug-free, which I assume is what you want, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all we're here doing is trying to help you along that way, and we surround you with these guardrails, if you will, to try to hold you accountable to my orders, because my orders are designed, in this case, not to punish you, but to protect and help you. Are we clear? Are we on the same page?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
You understand?
Yes, I understand.
So just moving forward, if you test positive for marijuana moving forward, we're sending levels out for levels, right?
Yes.
All right. Those levels go up at any time. That means it's new use. If there's new use, you're going into custody. And you will not be able to use the fact that you have a newborn baby at home. You're going to follow my orders or you're not. So now it's your choice. If you don't follow my orders, you're going to get children's services involved. And I don't think that that's what you want, right? All right. So make better decisions moving forward. But I'm going to continue ILC, continue with all the previous orders, okay?
Okay.
We understand each other.
Yes.
All right. We don't want to supervise you forever. We got other people we can direct these resources to, right? Mm-hmm. So again, all of these orders in your case are designed to help you, not to punish you. That's what we're trying to do, is help you live a successful and productive life. That's the goal here, okay?
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
All right, let's get it right, okay?
Does she need to go back down?
In the final hearing, the judge reviews Alicia's long history of positive tests, but notices 6 weeks of progress. Instead of sending her to jail, he gives her another chance. With a baby due soon, the message is clear. Follow every order, stay clean, complete treatment, and prove that change is possible.